Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for November 19th, 2021. With a monumental anniversary like the Walt Disney Company centennial, it's never too early to start getting ready. It looks like fans will get their first look at what the celebration will be this weekend. Disney CEO Bob Chapek recently stated that Destination D23, happening November 19th through the 21st at the Contemporary Resort here at Walt Disney World, will provide a sneak peek of the company's plans for its 100th anniversary, which is happening in 2023, which will set the tone for the coming years. Previously, it was announced that details pertaining to this anniversary would be revealed at the 2022 D23 Expo, but it has been moved up to this event. Obviously, we will be at Destination D23 all weekend, and WDWNT.com will be the best way to find out as it happens what is happening at the event. We expect lots to be announced, so make sure you stay tuned for that. A full-size mug and ornament mug by Starbucks are now available, celebrating 50 years of the Magic Kingdom. These mugs match the tote bag and pin released back in September. We found them in the Emporium, the Magic Kingdom. The mug is white, and the design is pink, blue, and gold. The tiny mug is also could be an espresso cup if you really wanted to use it, but it's really just an ornament. It's covered in icons from Magic Kingdom, such as Cinderella Castle, Rapunzel's Tower, Tiki Room Bird. There's a Tron Light Cycle Run vehicle, the ride that's still not open yet. The mug interior is pink. The ornament costs $14.99. The mug, $22.99. Kids and adults can enjoy the art of coloring with this new coloring book celebrating 50 years of Walt Disney World. The cover art features Cinderella Castle and some of the Fab 50 statues. Originally released as the cover of a portrait of Walt Disney World, 50 Years of the Most Magical Place on Earth book. There are 100 images to color in the book, and we flipped through and saw some throwbacks to old Magic Kingdom attractions, such as the Mickey Mouse Review. The art used in the book is vintage, and there are notes about each work. We first found the coloring book at the Emporium in the Magic Kingdom for $15.99. I have to get this. I'm not going to color it, but I need it. Don't laugh at that, just because you're going to color it. Adults coloring. What a world. Do whatever makes you happy, I guess. A beautiful new... People judging me for dressing as a squid on this show. I'm going to judge people for coloring. A beautiful new 50th anniversary Cinderella Castle figure is now available at Bonjour Village Gifts in the Magic Kingdom. It depicts the castle in its 50th decor. The castle is built onto a dark blue and gold base that includes the 50th anniversary logo. Figure costs $225. Princess Belle is now making a more permanent appearance in Fantasyland at the Magic Kingdom. Times are available in the My Disney Experience app for seeing her. This sighting is near Maurice's cottage. She appears in the queue pathways of Enchanted Tales with Belle, where you can take photos and talk with her at a distance. She's appearing at 9, 10:20, 12:15, 1:30, 2:40, and 3:45 p.m. as of right now. Mickey Mouse is now appearing for a distance sighting at the Magic Eye Theater in Epcot. It's home to the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival, and also the queue is home to this sighting or meet and greet. There's no signage for Mickey yet, but it did in fact start today. Mickey is directly to the right after walking through the theater's main entrance. He's behind a rope, but he'll pose for photos and interact with you. The refurbishment of the giant guitar outside Rock and Roller Coaster at Disney's Hollywood Studios is now complete. It's fully uncovered. Everything looks brand new. It was a nice touch-up. No significant changes made. Just nice to see it looking its best. Guests can once again catch Minnie Mouse at Red Carpet Dreams at Hollywood Studios. A poster for Minnie is up next to the Red Carpet Dreams entrance. And all signage still says Mickey and Minnie. Obviously, they both used to be there, but for now, just Minnie Mouse will be there. Minnie will stand approximately 6 feet away from guests, again, taking photos with them and, interacting with them. Mickey's meet and greet remains empty inside, as you might have guessed. An entertainment designer has filed a lawsuit against Disney claiming that Star Wars Rise of the Resistance uses technology he designed and pitched to Disney in 2014. Louis Alfieri previously worked with Universal Creative and is now the Chief Creative Officer of entertainment design company Raven Sun Creative. According to the lawsuit he filed in Orlando's U.S. District Court last week, Alfieri pitched an Ultra Tower Show experience to Walt Disney Imagineering in 2014. Alfieri's patent for the drop ride mechanism used in the pitch was then pending. He claims Disney has used this technology in the popular Star Wars Rise of the Resistance without consulting his company or compensating him. The patent was filed in 2013 for a vertically aligned amusement ride apparatus This would move a ride in sync with a video on screen. The movement in Rise of the Resistance that uses this technology is near the end of the attraction when guests drop in front of a screen while escaping the First Order Star Destroyer aboard an escape pod. Other drop rides, including Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, have used similar technology, but Alfieri claims his technology improved on this by again having this enhanced illusion and improved experience, the simulator, rocking back and forth along with a projected screen, which had never been done before. Disney responded in November of 2020, saying they would not be compensating the company and would continue to operate Rise of the Resistance. With the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser opening early next year at Walt Disney World, StarWars.com has revealed a glimpse at some of the new characters guests will encounter on this experience. There's Captain Riola Keevan. As a Pantoran, Keevan's striking blue skin sets her apart at a glance. With kind eyes and an iron will, Keevan is a strong and decisive leader who genuinely loves the Halcyon. In fact, she started as a quartermaster on the ship she now commands. The Halcyon has been her home, and when the First Order comes calling, she will do whatever it takes to protect her passengers, fight for the moral good, and ensure everyone has an unforgettable time. There's also cruise director Lenka Mock. As the go-to crew member for maximum fun aboard the Halcyon, Mock does her best to keep activities running smoothly from muster to destination. As captain's right hand, she's in charge of onboard entertainment, ensuring each voyage is an adventure. She takes pride in bringing joy to every passenger. There's SK-620, who is Mock's astromech droid, also her assistant cruise director, keeping activities running efficiently as only a droid can. Newcomers will quickly find that he's among the first members of the ship's crew to reveal a more nuanced story. It seems Mock's devoted droid companion is hiding a secret. There's also D309, a droid you may see appear on the holo screens. Its primary function is running ship logistics, so you can bet that she knows everyone and everything happening on board during any given voyage. Built centuries ago by Cinderella Starline's founder, D3 has seen the ship and the entire galaxy evolve, giving her a unique front row seat to the vast history of the galaxy. She's not shy about sharing her wealth of knowledge either. Then there's Sammy. If you happen to wander into Oga's Cantina, the local watering hole at Black Spire Outpost in Galaxy's Edge, and you know how to read Arabesh, a help wanted sign posted on the wall might catch your eye. There's long been a Star Cruiser in need of a mechanic, but now it seems the Halcyon has found someone for the job. More of a stowaway than an actual mechanic, Sammy hails from Han Solo's homeworld of Corellia, where he learned the basics of working a hydrospanner. What he lacks in skill, he makes up for in charm and enthusiasm, convincing passengers and other crewmates to help when the Cinderella Starline's Jewel needs a tune-up. Plus, he speaks Shiriwook, which could come in handy if a Wookiee happens to find his way on board. Lieutenant Harmon Croy. The struggles of the galaxy cannot be totally avoided, even on a pleasure cruise. And when there are stormtroopers to be found pacing the Halcyon's halls, you can bet First Order Lieutenant Croy is near. His suspicions, stoked by a pattern of strange activity, everywhere the Halcyon docks, the First Order spies a spark of resistance. So Croy will stop at nothing to complete his investigation and hold Keevan and everyone else in his sight responsible for the civil disobedience. Ambitious and intimidating, Croy's special assignment makes him a person of interest, whether you're a rebel sympathizer, a rigid proponent of the First Order rule, or a simple traveler trying to make their way in the galaxy. I think he may also work for Bob Chapek in security. Not sure. Sounds like it. StarWars.com also has 31 facts from the experience aboard the Halcyon Star Cruiser, some of which we already knew. Some are brand new. You can head on over to our website to read the full list. As we reported earlier this year, Finding Nemo the Musical is no more at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Instead, a new musical based on Finding Nemo will debut next year in the Theater in the Wild, with more information to be revealed on Saturday during Destination D23. Disney announced that the new show was under development, but the Connections, a look at the future of Disney Parks experiences and products panel, again on Saturday morning, is expected to reveal more details. And probably just the budget cuts that'll happen to make it a new show. The new Cirque du Soleil production Drawn to Life debuted at Disney Springs. The show replaces La Nouba, which closed at the end of 2017. We were there opening night to give you an entire rundown of the show. You can check out the full review on our site. I will say in short here, I know people like to say WDWNT is very negative. I tend to think WDWNT just has a very high standard. This was fantastic. This show was phenomenal. A lot of things that I've seen proposed for Disney park stage shows over the years that got a budget cut or they decided they couldn't do, made it into this. A lot of cool technology. Obviously, the performers are wildly talented people, and it is worth every penny. I think every Disney fan, given the theme of it, which is classic hand-drawn animation, if you are a Disney fan of a certain age, I think this is a must-see show. It's really fantastic. Get your tickets before they're gone, is my recommendation. If you want to read more about it, I have a full-length review again on the site. Getting around Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort will be slightly more inconvenient as the bridges at the resort will be closed in January of 2022 to be replaced. The replacement, which is currently scheduled from January 3rd through the 17th, affects the bridges which connect Old Port Royale to the Aruba and Jamaica complexes. This also means the playground on Caribbean Cay, which is sitting between the two bridges, will also be closed at this time. To make up for the closure, internal shuttles will be available to take guests around the resort. Additionally, the walkway around Barefoot Bay will remain open. Of all the surprises that have come to Walt Disney World for its 50th birthday, perhaps the most unique has to be the name of a baby zebra. Disney announced that the Hartman's Mountain Zebra, born last month at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, has been named Zarina, which means golden one in Persian. Her name was chosen to honor the 50th, often known as the Golden Anniversary. Zarina was born to mother Zoe just weeks after Walt Disney World turned 50 on October 1st. Hartman's Mountain zebras are classified as a vulnerable species, meaning her birth is good news to help replenish their numbers. The baby can be seen roaming the savannah with her mother at the resort. 25 years ago, cast members at Disney's Contemporary Resort carefully packed a time capsule with documents, name tags, and other treasures to celebrate the anniversary of the resort's dedication. The engineering services team sealed and buried it in the ground in front of the flagpoles at the resort, marking the location with a plaque that read, "To be opened at 50th anniversary, 10/25/2021. Remember the magic." You may remember the 25th anniversary of Walt Disney World was themed to Remember the Magic. That was the tagline. So, of course, on October 25th, 2021, a group of very special cast members were invited to be among the first to see what was inside. You might recognize a few of the cast members. Earlene, Ruth Ann, and Joe all celebrated their 50th anniversary with Walt Disney World during this celebration. Among the treasures inside the time capsule were a limited edition Disney's Contemporary Resort 25th anniversary commemorative coin, the first 1,000 of which were given to the dedicated cast members who worked there at the time. Earlene recalled receiving her coin, saying that she proudly added it to her collection of memorabilia she's amassed since starting working at Disney World. Other items included a 1996 edition of an employee newspaper, that would be Eyes and Ears, featuring a 16-month countdown to the grand opening of Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park in 1998. There's also an anniversary poster of Cinderella Castle, decked out in the castle cake decor, and a bow tie worn by Charles, the general manager of the resort at the time. Joe said he remembered that item being added in as bow ties were Charles' signature accessory. This moment was especially poignant for Joe, who celebrated both his 50th service anniversary and his retirement on this day. He loves showing cast members his original ID badge, which denotes his start date of October 25th, 1971, the day Roy Disney officially dedicated the Walt Disney World Resort. The contents of the time capsule have been archived and kept safe so that as Walt Disney World continues to celebrate milestone anniversaries, cast members can look back at the history and share their stories for years to come. Disneyland will be testing a standby line for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance in Galaxy's Edge starting Monday, November 22nd. Rise of the Resistance has been using a virtual queue since it opened at the Disneyland Resort in January of 2020. The version of the ride at Hollywood Studios started using a standby line instead of the virtual queue in late September. As with Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disneyland is leaving open the possibility that the virtual queue may return at some point in the future. The new Pelicans Landing waterfront seating area in front of Harbor Galley at Disneyland is now open. Imagineering shared photos of the newly finished area on Instagram to announce the opening. It reads, "Welcome to Pelicans Landing, now open at Disneyland Park. This new seating area is sure to become a favorite destination when visiting the New Orleans Square waterfront. Our amazing Imagineering team in Anaheim created the new dock structure, including a number of new and informative story panels that relate to our famous river crafts. Stop by and enjoy the great views of the bustling waterway. Keep an eye out for a pod of brown pelicans. Seating area offers up-close view of the Mark Twain riverboat and the rivers of America." Members of the Master Services Union face an uncertain future after a contract proposal from the Disneyland Resort, which has been described by Teamsters Local 495 as the resort's, quote, "last and final offer," was accepted by members at Disney California Adventure, but rejected by cast members at Disneyland Resort in full. The offer was recommended by the union's bargaining committee. Currently, it's unclear what will happen next. The Teamsters Local 495 has requested a meeting with Disney determined to, quote, discuss next steps to ensure workers at Disney and DCA are treated equally. Disneyland Resort guests may get to enjoy New Year's Eve fireworks this year. Both Disneyland Park and California Adventure will be open well past midnight. Disneyland Park will be open from 8 a.m. on December 31st until 2 a.m. the next day. Disney California Adventure will be open from 8 a.m. until 1 a.m. That day. Obviously, DCA has never really done fireworks. They've done some pyro with World of Color, which is still down. But Disneyland has always in the past done fireworks, so we'll see what happens. A new burger with sausage and provolone cheese has joined the menu at Galactic Grill, Disneyland Park. The specialty burger is a third-pound Angus beef patty, roasted sausage, provolone, chimichurri aioli, honey mustard, arugula, grilled onion, and red bell peppers on a toasted bun, served with a choice of Dannon, Oikos Greek yogurt, or French fries. Costs $15.49. Also there is the caramel pecan brownie parfait. It's made up of devil's food cake, chocolate brownie, caramel pecans, and vanilla chantilly, costing $6.99. Lastly, we got the peppermint mocha frappe, which is topped with whipped cream and crushed peppermint candies. It costs $6.99. Joining the lineup of holiday treats this year is a seasonal take on the old favorite, cotton candy. This may look like normal pink cotton candy, but it's got a hidden holiday surprise, cinnamon. You get it for $6 at popcorn carts around the Disneyland Resort. Disneyland, of course, known for its churros. The holidays are known for cookies, so bring them all together for the holiday cookie churro at Disneyland Park. The new churro is available at the churro cart in Town Square. The holiday cookie churro topped with crushed ginger snaps and holiday spices with a vanilla dipping sauce for $6.75. Meanwhile, at the churro cart in Grizzly Peak at DCA, a favorite has returned, the Peppermint Churro, a churro coated with crushed candy canes, drizzled with chocolate and vanilla icing, costing $6.75. All these reviews can be found at DisneylandNewsToday.com. We may not be at Epcot, but we did find new Mexico merchandise at the Disneyland Resort. These Alebrije shoulder plush were in the World of Disney at the Downtown Disney District. I had to buy both of them. I love them. Alebrije, of course, are a form of colorful folk art in Mexican culture. The animals were depicted as spirit guides in Pixar's Coco, if you're unfamiliar with what they are. The first shoulder plush somewhat resembles Pepita from Coco, but with big ears and no horns. It has pink wings and a long tail. The Alebrije can sit on your shoulder using a magnetic piece that goes under your shirt. The next one is an orange lizard with blue wings, and both cost $19.99 each, and they're very cute. They haven't arrived at Epcot yet. Disney has featured many park icons on merchandise, from castles to ride vehicles to trash cans. The Disneyland Main Street USA trash cans have been miniaturized to keychain size now. From the color to the artwork, the keychain is a tiny replica of the real thing. Tiny trash can it even has little rivets. We found this trash can keychain at the Wonderground Gallery at the Downtown Disney District for $9.99. It's made of plastic, by the way. Tokyo Disney Resort has had a strong popcorn bucket game this year, and the final edition to cap off is no different. It's a frozen bucket with motifs of ice and stained glass windows, which will come just in time for the chilly winter on December 26th. The octagonal bucket features ice and snowflake motifs on all 8 sides, with at least one of the 4 larger panels bearing a silhouette of Elsa. Olaf hangs onto the white and blue strap. The best part is the interior lighting, a common feature in many of the newer buckets. For the first time, the lighting will actually change colors, with both yellow and blue lights cycling around the ice pattern. It'll be available for 3,000 yen at the Gazebo Popcorn Cart at Tokyo Disneyland and the Lido Isle Popcorn Cart at Tokyo DisneySea. Fantasy Springs, the massive 25-acre expansion to DisneySea, set to open in 2023, is still very much under construction, but that certainly hasn't stopped the Tokyo Disney Resort from trying to drum up enthusiasm for the largest expansion since DisneySea opened in 2001. The resort posted a new video on their YouTube channel featuring a flyover of the construction site and shared a few pictures with us as well. When the site's construction began in earnest, the area was simply an overflow parking lot for Tokyo Disneyland. Later, it was cleared and construction began in fall of 2019. By July of 2020, the foundations and even first floors of many structures were visible. Construction on the site only halted for around 2 weeks during the pandemic. Once November of 2020 came around, many buildings except those in the Tangled area appeared to be well under construction. January 2021 features the final buildings beginning construction and most others underway. The speed of progress is really quite confounding in comparison to projects at the domestic Disney parks. Not confounding if you understand that Disney's not involved in this project, of course. Of course Tokyo's doing better. Who's surprised? And finally now we take you to the present, a photo taken in August of 2021 showing how close many of the structures are towards completion, with a few scaffolds down in some areas already. I will tell you this, based on Imagineers we've spoken to over the last couple of years, like this is the project they're excited about. Obviously, the domestic parks have really cut back their spending and really budget cut a lot of projects, killed a lot of creativity. OLC still buys some really fantastic stuff, and they're not really known for cutting money out of these projects. And anyone I've spoken to over the last couple of years cannot speak highly enough of this Fantasy Springs project. It is going to be the reason, if there wasn't already enough reasons for you to go to Tokyo, this is going to be the main reason to do so once this opens. It's going to be Fantasyland for a whole new generation. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next trip. The best part, their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details of The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today here on YouTube for more content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. Also, so you don't miss our 50-hour marathon to benefit Toys for Tots. That is beginning on Friday, November 26th at 9 p.m. All starts with WDW News Tonight. Don't forget, we're also going to have a special pre-show. It's going to be locked in with Eric Morton starting at 7 p.m. that evening. And we will be live for 50 hours with a ton of great shows. We're going to go back to the future, the complete history of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea at Walt Disney World and beyond. We're going to have our live auction to benefit Toys for Tots. We're going to play some crazy Western board game with Nick and make some Western-themed cocktails from Disney parks around the world. Lots of fun stuff. Make sure you join us. I'll have more details next week on the show. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Welcome to Deep in the Plus. Each week, join host Rob Whiteside and a panel of Disney superfans as they take a different movie or TV show from the Disney Plus catalog, tell you its history, details, give their review, and let you know if it's worth your time. Current shows, classic movies, and everything in between. Watch Deep in the Plus live Tuesday nights at 9 Eastern for new episodes. Or catch Deep in the Plus anytime on YouTube at unplanneddowntime.com.